Alright, let's get loaded in here and get caught up with where we left off yesterday. But welcome back everyone to Thea the Awakening. Let's see who's gonna die today. So we are not crafting anything currently. That needs to be remedied. Who needs what in our village? He's not strong enough for dragon armor yet. So she's good. We do need blood pendants for both of them. He also needs a root. I'm pretty sure we can make better one-handed swords and axes, but at least we're good for the most part when it comes to armor and weapons. So first let's make one of those roots of life. We need that, some coal. That makes a 3. That's a 4. 21 weight. Let's see if we can do the same thing but lighter. What about spider silk? Much lighter. And does dragon leather change anything? No, just makes it heavy. So spider silk it is. Confirm. Now before I get that going, I want to make sure that we have at least one on everyone that is normal or better quality. So he's got a bad quality one. We want one more for him. And he's good. We're also going to need a second medic for this group eventually. So we need 3. Yeah, we need 3 of these. So let's go ahead and queue up all 3. Put these guys to work. Everybody has a job, that's good. Let's also queue up what we can of the blood pendants, which looks to be only 1. We're a single ruby shy. So the question is, can I get the same effect with something other than ruby here? Medic 1 instead of 2. I don't really like that, though it does give magic. What else we got? No. 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 So it has to be ruby. Well, that's annoying. It's still 1. Better than nothing. Then let us make a couple of the better one-handed swords. Put some, let's go straight moonstone, see what that does. So that's a 16 and 2. Not that good actually when you look at it. What else can we do? What if we did ancient wood? Technically better because that's now base 17 with a max potential of 23. I still think we can do better though. I could be a fool, but let's find out. What if I did mithril? There we go, that's slightly better. We lose the magic. Well, that's not that big of a deal. Then again, magic is starting to become useful. It's only a loss of 1 damage. It's a maybe. That's a huge loss. We'll get a 4th random stat because of the diamond. It's a gambling thing. I'd rather save that for my armors. Yeah, let's go with a couple of these. That way our single-handed sword users are a little bit better at magic, because we can also give them a magic shield if we wanted. So let us make just 3 of these. And speaking of those shields, let's go ahead and queue that up as well. Now we can't use coal when it comes to shields. So what if we did scale leather as a catalyst? And if I remember right, dryad wood with something. Nope. What about ancient? Enchanted bone. There we go. There's the magic. Now let's see if we can't improve these stats more. What if we used diamond? That's pretty good, and it'll get a 4th random stat. That's a maybe. Looks like the other possible option would be dragon leather. That's decent. The leech and the armor. I think I like the chance at a 4th stat at the cost of 1 armor. Yeah. Decent weight. Definitely can't be used by medics and such. That's why we give them spears. But yeah, I like that. And then let's make 5 of those for now. And the other one that I could do if I wanted was using dragon bone and dragon leather, I believe. Makes a pretty damn good shield with some leech. I think that's going to be better than the wood one. Yeah, it's way better. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Finally, we had a couple users with one-handed axes to do some damage. So let's see what we can do for them. 24 and 3 is pretty damn good for a one-handed axe. If we switch that out for some mithril, it drops it down slightly and gives perception, which I really don't care about. Ooh. So 24 and 3 versus 33 and 1. I like that. Now the real question is, what if I did ancient wood down here? 37 max 44? Hell yeah. Confirm. We're only going to do 3 of these as well. That should keep our crafters busy for a while. Alright, as far as our main group goes, they are supplied up and ready to go. We were going to send them questing by starting with the spider's nest. And our other group is slowly collecting moonstone. Alright, let's get to it. Yep, I'm gearing up for quests. We got some Topieks here. They're pretty tough. Luckily, we're much stronger than before. I'm still worried about spear attacks with the undead, so I'm going to send a warrior out that's got a shield. And now we can start poking. With our hammer next. And we don't have any counter offenses, so I'm not going to worry about that. She actually doesn't even do enough to kill this guy. Wow. So it's going to take both of them to kill him. He kills this one, does not kill that one. So let's go ahead and poke him. And then those two combined will kill this guy. And we'll send out our dwarf, Mr. Badass, who just got poked by a spear. Damn it. Thankfully we can confuse that one. Send out another warrior, and that should be good. And thankfully he has so much leech that he healed all of those wounds. Don't need any of this gear. We gain levels from that, so our misfits got quite a bit stronger and some decent health. Fat Louie is becoming quite impressive. That was a wasted level for her. We've got better folklore somewhere else. That's okay though. Our main expedition Looks like a bit of a hodgepodge, but we've got some more strength, so that's increased base damage. Gathering is always useful. And our village. Kind of the same story. So that was an average level up overall. Alright, let's continue heading down to the spider's nest.
Before you is a group of black wolves attacking something.
We get a
As you
child.
look closer, you realize there are two packs. One attacking a small baby, and one fighting not far with something else. You
Investigate.
see that the child is clearly protected by some magic, as the wolves seem unable to get to it. However, you're not certain how long this shield will last. You also see that the other group is fighting with a single black cat that is putting up a good fight, but clearly losing its strength now.
Let's split our party so we can get the child and a blessing.
You send a small group to protect the child, and the rest to help the cat.
And it's just an auto-resolve at this
You
point.
won.
Don't need the sword.
It was not easy, but both cat and child are fine. The cat's
Nice.
eyes shine gold, and you could swear it smiles at you. You feel a surge of positive energy.
So she now has 8 in animal kinship, which gives us a pretty good chance at recruiting a number of animals on certain events. Now I'm kind of hoping I fall into a viper pit soon. I would really enjoy another Zmei minion. Alright, we finished one of our roots, which he needs. We need to clean our inventory out again. Alright, spider's nest. We're gonna... Apparently there's some sort of humanoid or demon on top of it. Let's do a social challenge. 3 forest elves and a bunch of spiders. I stand corrected. I mean, it's humanoid, but it's clearly part of the spider's nest. I'm pretty sure malicious spiders are inconsequential in social events. They're just kind of meat shields. I can poke it. Still gonna be 5 shy. Not anymore. And then let's send out our best attacker, which was a waste because of spiders. So annoying. Let's see. Then her. Then her. Okay, we have a lot of chances of the first actions going off, which I hate. I want to first action at least one person of my own, so I'll save her for that. And we're just going to start counter-tacticking. Okay. So these are all malicious spiders, and they don't do anything and they don't contribute, so the AI is not going to send them out. Now we have nothing but spiders to deal with. Counter offense, counter tactic. Send out 2 warriors, and this fight's over. Some of that gear would have been nice earlier, but now not so useful. And yeah, that wasn't the actual spider nest, that was just elves standing on it. So let's clear out the spider nest now. This time we can hunt it. It's a 4 skull, so I will handle this. Okay. I was expecting tougher cards on a 4 skull challenge. Options. I don't think a counter offense of 5 and lower is going to work on anything. So 19. And then See, has 15 life, deals 10 damage, so he can handle that. 7 and 7. Okay, let's go ahead and do a counter tic tac and get rid of one of those. And who does 7 and can take damage? You can. Okay, that one's pretty powerful. We don't have any confuses strong enough. She does 7 damage. We need her to do 17. Therefore, support. Ooh, first action. Shit. Well, that jacks me up a little. So, alright, we can still do this. That's okay. So now I'm going to send him out, beef him up a little, and then first action him. He's not able to kill it, but at least he can distract it, or not. Okay, we got him outnumbered now, so this is an easy fight. We'll send you out so that you can get immediately confused. Counter offense, counter tactic. So we're only dealing with this one. It deals 9 damage and needs 7 to die. He can handle that. Then the rest will clean up the discard pile, and this fight is over. Don't need any of the gear. Good experience from that. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the Cosmic Tree line, quest line. Ooh, Goblin Boar Rider. Our village is more than up to this task. Send out a hammer. And then what are our tactical options? We can counter tactic 1 card. Let's go ahead and do that. He's gonna kill that guy, no problem. So let's send out somebody with a shield for that reason. Let's go ahead and confuse this guy so he doesn't get an attack off. Send out another shield. And then poke this guy to death. Easy peasy. Don't need the gear. We are also being attacked by some bats. That's an auto resolve. Bats with a sword. That's a scary thought. Alright, Cosmic Tree on the next turn.
You find the skeletal remains of a person, most likely an elf, as the bones have a slight silver tinge and are much lighter than any other humanoid bones you know. On the body, you discover a scroll that unrolls as soon as you touch it. There is a smell of burning wood in the air, and the scroll itself seems to be warm to the touch. And so the cosmic tree stood in flames, and with it, the world burned alike. For as the canopy burned, so did the skies turn red, and the heavens were no more. As the core burned, the earth scorched, fields turned to ash, and Thea became a wasteland. Finally, as the roots burned, so did the gates to the underworld, and thus the souls of the dead could find no refuge, no peace, no purpose. You see some notes scribbled on the side of the scroll.
And we will just cover the main bits.
Note 1 is from an elven scholar who says he's looking for some answers to the darkness at an old grove. There is a map to the grove and 5 silver tree bark pieces that emanate with strange power. Note 2 is clearly scribbled in a hurry by a different writer, unknown. It suggests that the elves should not be trusted and that mankind's destiny should be their own. There is a mention of a very distinct tower, and you can actually see it marked on the map as well as the Sage Tower.
Okay. That is near us. let's go ahead and continue that direction. Do the second part.
You arrive at a tall stone-built tower. An arched doorway stands ajar and an old man waves at you to come in. You walk into the lower floors of the tower. The room is dark and dingy. The walls are filled with bookshelves, barely holding under the weight of the thousands of works that you think must be housed here. There is a desk and some chairs, and the old man sits behind it. Come in, sit and let us talk. I am Professor Anthony Hufka, formerly of the Grand University. These days, well, on research leave, I suppose.
Hello, we found this old scroll.
Ah, the Elven Scroll. Have you found the Guardian yet? He went to that Grove place, but I've never been able to find out what happened to him. His pesky student ran off with the scroll before I could write down the directions. And I don't like leaving this tower anyway.
Skip story.
Ah, youth. Very well. In short, magic stifles progress. For humanity to achieve an age of reason and civilization, we must be rid of it once and for all. This is why we try to burn the blasted tree, and this is why you should finish the job for us.
So you burned the tree.
Yes, precisely. So just finish what the elf will ask you to do, but find a way to burn the tree for good. Yes, many creatures of magic will perish, but mankind will flourish.
Whatever, not interested.
You find yourself standing in an empty field. No tower, no man, nothing.
Okay, anything else around here? Some ruins. Don't really care about the ruins anymore. We're making our own gear. Suppose we'll just swing down and hit out this place to see. We've also finished one of our swords. So, let's see. She's our best medic. She gets the only blood pendant we made. And that sword we made is normal quality. Good, good. Who had the one-handed sword? You did. So it is a decent upgrade for you. Enjoy it. We got some more bats coming at us. It's a one skull. Thank you for the free experience. Daytime, so we shouldn't be attacked by too many more of those one skull fights. Alright, what do we got here?
Come to the Topaz building.
Oh, the
and see a
Topaz.
massive round construct with a skylight and some sort of an altar in the middle. It looks decrepit and abandoned, and yet you feel an omniscient presence watching you.
How are we at magic? She's deceptively good at it because that divination is the poison equivalent in a hex challenge. So she does 11 damage. He only does 1. 1 as well. 4, 7 with the Sixth Sense, which is Leech. 5, 6, 2, 5. So we're kind of meh, average, I suppose.
After taking a closer look, you see several wraiths circling the place aimlessly. You sense some magic binding these poor souls to this place, and you know the spell is now weak and could be broken. You could free the wraiths and cleanse this ancient building.
It's a 2 skull, so sure, let's go ahead and do that. It's only against 2 of them. I could have auto-resolved that. Let's see. Counter tactic of 3 actually has a chance. It still failed. That's okay. Let's see. 5 health. Oh, of course you're gonna poke me. So that's 7 damage. We need to do 3 more to kill this one. And we have no support allies. So we'll just get closer with anyone who can deal damage. That's good enough.
You have broken the spell, and you feel it has been lifted from this place. The wraiths wail at first, but you see their faces filled with relief as they disappear. With the underworld shut, they are likely not at peace, but at least they are no longer bound into servitude. You can salvage a lot of the topaz, and you feel fighting the strange building has bestowed a blessing upon you all.
So we are all more willful, and we gain a permanent +2 to magic damage. Which is good, she didn't have that before, so now she's actually useful in a hex fight. And there's the other part of the cosmic tree.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact.
Free stuff.
You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something approaching fast, perhaps a guardian of the stash. You have time to run, but maybe the creature hides more goodies.
It's probably a boar. Let's fight it.
You stand your ground and face the approaching enemy. The air seems to get thicker, the ground feels shaky, and a sudden raising of the fog makes it hard to see who your assailant is. You feel a hint of dread in your heart.
Yep, boars. We got this. Let's see. Boars do not have piercing attacks, so let's start with a hammer. 56 means he kills both of those. No problem. Let's do some counter-tacticking. Even though he kills both of them, I'm still going to poke this one to death. And we'll send out the rest of our warriors, and this fight's over.
It turns out these were simply some boars defending their turf, or searching for prey. Still, you search their remains, hoping to gather some extra resources.
Thank you very much. Ooh, what do we got here? More Topics. I'll let them come to me. And Spider Queen? 2 Spider Queens.
You finally find what must have been the grove from the map, although there is little left but some stones and dirt here. And yet, among the rubble stands a single tree, still green and thriving despite it all. When you approach, the tree opens its eyes and stares at you.
Hi there.
The tree blinks at you several times before moving its branches around, as if it was shifting in its place. Slowly, it begins talking.
What is this elf thing you speak of? And how long is long ago? An eon? 2?
He's a humanoid.
I see. The children of Thea, you mean. Pretty young things, to be sure. In the old days, there used to be many in my grove.
The tree looks around, as if for the first time, and you see its face twisting and its eyes growing larger.
My grove? Where is my grove? Where are all my charges? What have you done with them?
Calm yourself.
Oh, right. My apologies. Yes, that wretched cold night. It was rather unpleasant. Still, it was not it. It was a brother of mine. He took my herd. I tell you what. I will tell you all about the elven child you speak of. The one seeking to cure us from darkness. But only if you hunt down and kill my brother, and bring me the remains of his flock.
Whatever.
I have what you seek, right here.
The tree crackles, the earth beneath it shakes a bit, and from the roots it brings out an elf. The elf is covered in soil and motionless, but he still breathes.
This young man refused my pleas also, but we seem to have reached an impasse. He will not die, and yet I am not inclined to let him go. But if you do the deed, I shall free him.
Okay, let's do this.
How splendid. I have cast a spell upon you that will guide you to the traitor's hideout. Do watch yourselves. He is likely to have many allies. Now off you go.
Right. Okay, and then that is pretty much just north of us.
Thea is not an easy place to grow
Hey,
up
we
in,
got our second
but
medic
alas,
for
grow
Misfits.
up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea. Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
Average.
The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
I think this was in my... Yep, it was in my main expedition, so we have an extra medic taking up space. We're kind of far away to just hand deliver it to them right now. Okay, let's continue on.
Once more, you witness a green grove, thriving despite any logic. It is small, barely more than a garden, but this one is full of life and beauty. There are fruit trees blooming with pink flowers. There is a sweet smell of tree sap in the air and a hum of bees working hard. The largest tree stands in the center and spreads its branches in a welcoming gesture to you.
Hello!
Welcome, friends. I see a frown upon your foreheads and a burden on your hearts. I smell the dark stench of my poor brother smeared all over you. What has he devised now? Did he ask for the lifeless carcasses of me and my flock so that he may regrow his twisted grove? And pray, what has he promised as your reward?
He holds the answer to our quest.
That wretched traitor. Our mother tree was brutally butchered. He holds the key to her salvation, and yet he withholds it from those who can help. Bah! His madness has gone beyond my mercy. Alas, he is a strong demon. Old. Older than you can imagine, fleshling. So I propose a rules. It is these 3 silver shards that he truly covets. Take some wood and these shards, and trick him into believing we are gone.
Will it work?
Well, I will not lie. Convincing him will not be an easy task. The only guarantee you have is to kill me and my kin. You are welcome to try, but I warn you I will not forfeit my flock, not even for the mother tree.
Alright, let's trick him.
Good. I had a feeling your hearts are in the right place. Here, have the shards and the wood. And since you chose not to kill us, I will use what little power I have to bless you. This way you will have a better chance to fool my brother. Farewell, fleshlings, and may the Mother Tree's blessing follow you wherever you go.
So he made 3 of us better at speech challenges and combat. One of them is our new medic, so at least she'll be useful in the upcoming fight. He also permanently made her beautiful and better at speech, as well as one of our warriors. Not bad. Alright, we gotta head back to the grove. We gained a level from that. That's a lot of health for the Misfits. Nice. Fat Louie somehow gained range damage. Our main expedition, a little bit of health, some shielding, strength, not bad. And our village, perfect. Our medic got better. She alone now guarantees that as long as we didn't get overkilled, it is impossible for someone to bleed out. So they need negative life to even have a chance of dying. And more strength, which means more damage. We also finished quite a bit of our gear. So let's see who we can beef up. That's right, we're gambling with our shields. So find weakness, dexterity, and then that one's bad quality. And when you get a bad quality, that means you don't get the other. Oh wait, yes we do. We got speech on that one. It's just not as good as it could be. So even though it's bad quality, the speech can be useful. So he will benefit nicely from the speech one, and it's still an upgrade for him. Range claw attack, go! Let's see what else. She doesn't really need the attractive shield anymore since she has a permanent blessing of attractiveness. But none of the others are really amazing either. Let's go for the perception one, I suppose. We also finished a couple swords, didn't we? Did any of them come out good? Yes. So that would be an upgrade for her. Let's do it. And that's all the people that need shields for now. The rest will be saved for our expeditions.
Despite the daytime, the sky is suddenly overshadowed by a thick, dark mist that slowly engulfs everything in its way. The black mist remains a malicious reminder of the days of darkness and their everlasting hold on Thea. Even the bravest of souls feels a sudden dread as the black cloud slowly seeps into every corner of their surroundings and wraps them up in a suffocating blanket of dark energy. You could swear you see twisted faces and silent screams from within the darkness. You feel a cold chill running down your spine, and dry sweat covers your trembling body. Your very soul is now infected with the cloud.
Alright, I'm feeling froggy, so let's attempt the magic version of this.
You use magic to create a
Force
mystical
goal.
shield
I regret
that
it
prevents the
already.
mist from touching you. It does not lessen some of the dread you feel from merely looking at the dark matter, madly twisting and turning to try and reach you, but its effects do not reach your soul. The shield will withstand the assault, but if you want, you could push it further and try and fight the mist. The battle will be deadly, and only those who wield magic can face the mist.
Okay, we're not ready to fight a Force Skull Hex. So we'll just shield ourselves and say thank you
The
very much.
shield held, and despite feeling worn out from the ordeal, everyone remained unharmed. When the sun finally returns, you are able to continue your journey.
So if we encounter it again, we need to stick with the try to outrun it to get that permanent will increase until we've gained a crap ton more magic to do this.
You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind picks up and thunder strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
See, do you bother with, or do you not bother with non-medic trinkets? I do, but they're kind of a lower priority for me because they don't add a whole lot of stats as opposed to, say, you know, heavy armor or an awesome weapon. So I make sure I get everyone geared out first, and then I start worrying about trinkets and artifacts. And besides, you find enough, usually, that I don't need to focus on it right away. I am going to fight the valet.
Try to step aside carefully.
Ooh, we can do a
but
hex
you soon
version.
realize this is not a natural storm. You see several winged creatures charging you from the skies.
I'm going to attempt it. Maybe we'll get more permanent stat increases.
You know the right ritual to banish such demons, so you can try to perform it quickly.
4 of them. That should be easy enough. Unless, of course, all of my damage is in my tactical hand. Wait a minute. This is my misfits. Oh, fuck. I thought it was my main group. Okay, then. This is going to take some planning. We have... she has a really good chance of doing it, so perfect. And we have no counter tactic. So we're going to have to deal with 3 cards, but that's okay. I think I am going to start with her because she makes one hell of a meat shield. I could just wait though. Let all of them come out and then see what I have to deal with. Okay. 5, 8, 12 damage total. So she would absorb most. No, it would be 15 total because these two don't attack in the first round. So she would survive it. Makes her the perfect meat shield. And then we'll just try to do as much damage as we can. We can support him for more damage. And get closer with her. And that's all we can do. We killed one. Woo! And this time we at least have our good attackers. So, let's go ahead and send out Dobroweist. Not quite enough to kill this one. I have a counter offense. I can first action somebody too. I think I'll first action him and then combined they'll kill this one. Yeah, now it's an even better idea. So they kill this one. She's going to do some damage to something. And nobody else can do an attack, so that's it. Perfect. We win.
The ritual works.
Permanent stat
and the three
increases.
shriek in pain and run away from you. One of them is struck by the magic so badly that she turns into a pile of precious stones that fall beneath your feet.
Nice. Got some more moonstone. Got even better at magic challenges. I love it. And temporarily better at more magic challenges. I was not expecting that event to happen on somebody not moving. Alright.
You finally find what must have been the grove from the map, although there is little left but some stones and dirt here.
Time to tell a white
And
lie.
yet, the Lishi looks over the remains. He takes the shards and nods, but then examines the wood for a while.
These are the remains of my brother, you say? They look, well, ordinary.
Of course they are. I didn't carry all this crap all this way. Alright, time to do a social challenge. The wolves are just there to be a burden on you. The pikenettes are weak to average, and then the Lishi's pretty strong. And we lost one of our better speech persons because we have that 13th person, but that's alright. So, how to do this? Let's start with our weaker person, who then got poked because pikenettes all have spirit attacks when it comes to social challenges. Forgot about that. And this one got beefed up by the Lishi, so now she's deadly. I can confuse her though, and that's kind of the best play there. So she's gonna take 7. That's sucks, but she'll be fine. Then she's the only one that even has a chance of surviving this one's attack on the second turn. So we'll send her out. Never mind. Forgot there's still more pikenettes to deal with. Poke that one for the hell of it. Now that I think about it, let's do some counter offensing if we can. Let's start with the 8. And then the 15, and finish with the 4. So these are all wolves now, and the AI is not going to play any more of them. So we'll start with our weakest attack and kind of go up from there. And then I am just going to get closer with both these to do more damage at the end. There, we got him outnumbered, so it doesn't matter how powerful the Lishi is now. Oh, he had a spear too, bastard. Alright, counter offense, counter tactic. For the hell of it, counter that last one. Alright, he doesn't kill her, which is good. She does 20 damage to it, so we need to do 10 more. Which would be her and him. And then everyone else cleans up the discard pile.
So yeah, we don't know why these don't feel special to you, but your brother is ashes, so our end of the bargain stands. The Lishi listens to you and nods.
Well, I suppose I haven't really killed a Lishi before, and who knows how this darkness thing affects us. The tree shards are here, so it must be true. Here you go. Take the elf and leave me be, before I decide you're good for compost.
The Lishi turns away and turns into a tree again, with the wood and the shards taken into his roots.
I'd like to see you try.
The elf opens his eyes and speaks in but a whisper, yet his words are very clear. I am still weak and it will take much time for me to recover, but thanks to you I shall. But that is of no importance. Let us leave this place and talk of the fate of Thea. Now, I heard your talk with the Lishi. I know you seek answers to my quest. I assume you have discovered my notes, for if you found my student, she would be here with you. It seems this quest claimed us both.
Yep.
The elf only nods. Such is fate. Perhaps it is punishment for our failure as guardians of the cosmic tree. I see the world is still corrupted, yet the sun has returned. This can mean only one thing. A seed of the tree yet lives.
A what? A what?
Right. How much do you know of what happened?
Skip to the good bits.
There is a seed of the cosmic tree that you must have. I know how to find it. You must gather some cosmic tree shards, pieces of the tree that still linger in our world. Once you have those, bring them to me and I will tell you our next step.
Are you coming?
In time, perhaps. But I am still too weak, and I fear waiting for my recovery may take too long. You have come this far. I trust that you will choose the right path. I will find a place of power and meditate there until you come back. I have marked you so you will feel your way back to me. Now for the cosmic tree shards. I know of one place where some can be found. Go seek the place out.
Fine. If I have to. Let's see, that is pretty close. Sure. We got some skeletons. I'm gonna auto-resolve, and we took some wounds. Freaking AI cannot handle undead fights. That's a lot of interesting things. I'm still feeling like it's an auto-resolve. This time we didn't take any wounds. That fight was clearly harder than the last, and yet somehow the auto-resolve, I don't get it. Topiix, we got this. Alright, I am going to start with the hammer. Which is enough to kill that guy. Not enough to kill him in addition to that, so we will poke him. Pokey poke. So the Topiec has already come out, and the Topilek are low enough that this should work, and it did. And counter tactics, so these are the only ones we're dealing with. Go ahead and poke him to death. And they should be good enough to clear up the discard pile, so no need to keep playing this. Perfect. Stealth, meh.
You you enter the ruins of an old city, steeped in a low-hanging mist and a strong smell of decay. Elven magic guides you towards an unassuming rubble of stones, but as you look closer, you see trapdoors leading underground.
Let's go in.
There is a long, dark tunnel filled with cobwebs and dust. The air is dry and heavy. Finally, you come into an imposing underground chamber, and in the distance, you see a one-eyed dragon. The beast seems almost like a statue, although you see faint signs of breathing. On a pedestal behind the creature, you see 5 silver pieces of tree bark. These must be the cosmic tree shards.
So we aren't talented at sneaking. I'm pretty sure I can kill a dragon at this point, but straight up fights never give you stats. I am going to attempt a social and or hex challenge and see if I can't get more stats.
As you stand there, about to start talking, the dragon wakes and speaks. Come in. I am ever so bored. We must converse.
Oh yes, well, happy to oblige.
Such well-mannered humans, how wonderful. Well, as I said, I am rather bored. You see, I am bound to remain here by a pesky spell until these here cosmic tree shards are picked up by the rather rude mage. Only, you see, I think he's forgotten all about it. Or perhaps he's just being rude. I do hate rude people.
Oh, I see. I don't suppose I could take them.
Oh, how very nice of you to think of me. It would be a splendid idea, only I really cannot, on account of the spell and all.
Maybe he's dead.
An interesting conundrum. I am honor-bound to obey this spell, though.
You know, we could free you.
Oh, I don't know. You don't look or smell like him. I suppose I can sense magic on you. So, if you can take the spell off, I guess I have no reason to doubt you.
Let's risk it for the biscuit. 7 of them. Okay. We're not the greatest at magic challenges, so this might have been a bad idea. We will see, though. I can do quite a bit of counter-offensing, though. The question is, are any of them going to be level 5? Is this worth the risk? Let's use hers. And there was a level 4. God bless it. Oh well. So we have 2 active cards to deal with now. These 2 will come out eventually. Right now, we have to deal with 18 damage coming at us. Look at that. He can't do any fighting, so he's going to be a meat shield. Then we need to do 8 damage to kill this one, which she handles no problem. Now it's 12, which she does not quite handle. Bastards. That's okay. We can deal 1 more damage. Then we need to do 13 to kill this one. Or 7 to kill that one. We'll get closer with him. And we don't really have any options for them, so we're just going to end this. They all attacked in the wrong order. That's alright. Alright, we get to go first, so let's do a counter offense. These definitely aren't going to work for counter tactics. That's quite alright. I could poke him for 1 damage now. That would be a total of 3 before he acts. We need to do 11 to that guy. So 7 and, oh wait, 5, 6. 11. Perfect. So you, and then you. And then 9 damage to this thing. Nice and easy.
You broke the spell. The dragon looks at you, tilting its head and blinking his one eye. Well, well, well. I suppose you must have been sent by him. No mere villager would break this magic. Wonderful. Well, since you were sent by him, here are your shards. But I simply cannot let my saviors go without something extra. So here's a drop of my precious blood, and with it, my blessing. Those deemed worthy by the ancient spirits will learn the winds of dragon magic. Now fare thee well, my friends.
And he gave me one of the endgame armors. Not the best it could be, because it would need to be pure mithril then, but still pretty damn good. That is enough rubies for 5 blood pendants for my medic, so that's amazing. Plus 3 magic, plus 5 will, that's great for her. And then everyone else is temporarily better at magic challenges.
As you climb back up from the tunnel, you notice someone was observing you from the distance. They stand up and look at you, waving for you to come over. But then they walk off, as if asking to follow them.
Okay. Let's go talk to the
You catch up to the people
world
that were
enders.
spying on you, and they turn out to be a mixed group, made out of orcs, goblins, and humans, but also with a few creatures that look more like demons than anything else. An orc woman walks up to meet you. Her weapon is not drawn, but you do see she's very tense around you.
Hi there.
Well, it's not exactly spying when we stand there in the open now, is it? Obviously, we wanted your attention.
One of her people coughs loudly.
Sorry, I get a bit narky when I'm nervous. The name's Tilda, and back there you have my rather unique tribe. We were watching your progress in regards to the cosmic tree seed.
Blah blah blah. Get to your point.
Oh, for pity's sake. Fine. We have to find a way to create a new Thea. One where humans and creatures of darkness, as you call us, can adapt and live together. To do this, we need to seal the seed of the cosmic tree in a safe place. We hope you will choose wisely when the time comes. If you decide to go, our way will come when the time is right. Farewell.
And so the gist of it is they don't want me to save the world, but they also don't want to destroy the world. They want it to stay where it is right now. They like the status quo because they are normally considered creatures of the dark and they serve the darkness, but since the darkness is weak, they have their own will, if you will, and they like that. But if we save the cosmic tree, then as technically creatures of darkness, they face destruction. So they don't like anything but the way things are now, and they want you to help them keep it that way. Alright, at this point we're pretty close to the misfits, so I'm just going to drop off that medic.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch. The corpse is literally stomped into the ground. Your medic realizes that the person is still alive. You band together to try to save him, but you must all help out.
So we have to save a half-squished guy. It's an auto-resolve. We're pretty strong at sickness challenges.
You manage to stop the bleeding and patch the person up. Later, once they can walk again, they tell you what happened. It was terrible, terrible, I tell you. Out of nowhere, a giant foot appeared and just walked right over me. I've seen many things in Thea, but I have not seen such a creature before. It was larger than a troll, more like a big dragon. I don't know what it was. Thank you for the rescue.
And our medic got even better, which is super nice. The blessing's kind of whatever.
Yes, I will be happy to.
Oh, nice. So we have a squished hunter in our group now. He will also be dropped off with the misfits. 8 traps is pretty good. Pretty good. We gained a level from that. Let's see what the misfits are. Some health, some strength, a little bit of everything else. Not bad. Our main group. Lots of health. That's beautiful. Some traps on our newly acquired hunter, so he's even better at counter offense. And finally our village. Looks like quite the hodgepodge. A little bit of strength, shielding, and health. Those are the good ones. Alright. We are giving them the new medic, which was Yarmila, and this new hunter, Slavomir. So now we're both full parties. Nice. Okay, what else? Ooh, that's a little too close to my village for my liking. We're gonna go clear this out.
The night is quiet and calm, but suddenly the ground shakes beneath your feet without any warning. You feel the grumbling of the earth and you fear Mokosh's wrath is upon you. But this tremor feels somehow different, less natural.
Alright, this is going to be an auto-resolve physical challenge.
There is a series of distant thuds and groans, then several short yet violent rhythmic shakes. Then, slowly, the sounds and the tremors move away. As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spiderwebs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men.
So we have thousands of herbs at this point, and none of the gear that we're going to get from doing it matters, so I'm just going to skip this event. And keep heading towards this giant's cave.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance. You spot a group of travelers trekking through the land. They look like nomads.
Okay. Don't really worry about them right now.
You approach a group
This
of
giant's
but you
cave,
have
though.
just enough time to figure out the best approach.
The best approach is to charge. 6 wild wives. Holy fuck. This is gonna hurt. And of course, my guy that can one-shot them is in my tactical hand yet again. Okay, they are level 24. I have 0 counters that are capable of anything. I can first action a single person, but he can already go first anyways. Which means it's actually a better idea to poke the shit out of him right now with other things. With these two, and then send out a hammer and then first action him later on. So if we do this, that's going to be 14 and 15, so 29 damage. It's wounded, so 52, and this is doubled, so 68. And if she's going next, it would be 96, 102, 112, 116. So yeah. Poke, poke. And then my next warrior. Oh god, so much damage. Oh. Okay, so this one at least is dead. Guaranteed. On her attack. So then this one's attack will hit this one. And that's going to be 31. This won't be doubled because she's not wounded yet. So 34, 38, 78, This will be doubled, so 98, 100. So close. She has 114 life. So I am going to support. Now these two will kill this one. And then we only have her attack coming at us. We don't have much shielding. So I want either her or her to take the blow. We need to give her just a little bit more shielding to limit those wounds. These guys are confused, which is fine. So she will be the other meat shield to take this final attack. That's going to be 43 damage to this one. Oh, fuck, I've already fucked up. I used my first action person. Damn it! I don't know why you guys watch me. I suck at this game. Oh, too many mistakes. Okay, this is going to hurt a hell of a lot more than I was expecting, because now both of these are going to survive and get an attack off. So I have to hope that they split their damage. If not... Ooh. Crapola. You know what? Since I screwed up, I'm just gonna run. And then come back like next turn after I've healed my wounds to redo this. Oh, fuck. Everyone's fine, and then two people took max damage. That was unfortunate, but he's at a negative. She is guaranteed to survive because his medic skill is technically a 32. So she has over 100% survival rate. He, I'm pretty sure, is still guaranteed to survive with the skill that I have, but let us do that calculation to be sure. So he has 23 wounds divided by his max life of 21. Is 109, technically 110 if you round up. So we subtract his survival rate of 70. And then we subtract our main medic skill of 32. So yeah, he's at like a just above the guaranteed survival rate. So nobody's gonna die this turn. That's good. Let's go ahead and make camp. Oh, I have no more movement. We'll do that next turn. Oh shit, more giants. We're gonna camp and we're gonna heal for a while. Why do you have no wood? That makes no sense. There's your wood. Yeah. We really need a palisade. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of a... cabbage field so that I can build a palisade, which will 99.9% sure not going to be done in time for that giant group to hit me. Let's see, if I did all moonstone and wood, it's a shield bonus of 7. What if I did mithril? Still a 7. And that lowers it. Attracts demons though, but I don't really care about that. So moonstone's definitely the way to go. Finish this as soon as possible, please. So he's at 4, she's at 5. It's going to take a few turns to fully heal. The one good thing is monsters are less likely to attack during the daytime, so our village is safe for a few turns. But not many. Let's see, one more turn and he's fully healed. Thankfully the giant decided to take off in the other direction. Alright, we are fully healed and ready for round 2. No more screw-ups.
You approach a group of giants.
Begin. Do I get my dwarf? Nope. Still sitting there in my tactical hand. I think the AI knows that he can one-shot any giant, and they're like, nope, you don't get that advantage. Screw you, guy. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We can first action one person using her 13. Don't fuck this up. Okay, so no matter what, we're going to poke with her. That's going to be 15 damage. Now, who is my highest damage dealer then? 61 hammer. So poke with her, 15. That would then be 76, 107, 113, 117. So yeah, these two combined can kill that one. Now I have to remember that I'm going to first action him using Joramira. We'll see if I can remember that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and send out another warrior that doesn't have poison damage, and then a follow-up warrior who does, to maximize that double damage, even though it's not much. Speaking of poison damage, like a giant needs extra damage. Come on. So that's going to be 46 to her. 69. Another 8 is 77. 82. So we need to do another 26 damage to it. Which we could by poking it twice. Oh wait, I already about fucked this up again. I was just planning to use her to do some poke, and I need her to first action. Oi. These guys don't do enough damage. We need to do 26 more damage. What if I poked with her, which is 13? Do I have a support of 13? I don't. Fuck. I hate this game right now. I'm 1 damage shy of killing it. Unless I use my first action person. This is so annoying. So annoying. Because I really don't want to poke her then. Because none of my spear wielders have shielding and she'll kill them. At least Bogdana can survive. Okay, let's just assume we can't pull that off, and instead we'll send out another shielded warrior, and then our other hammer. I've already screwed up. Who was I going to first action? The hammer? Yeah, I was going to first action the hammer. I think. 61, 92. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that now. And let's just hope that giants don't have first action skill, because that would really suck. He's not really shielded either. We could shield him more. Yeah. Shield. Shield. He can survive a hit. And that's it. Let's go ahead and just beef up his attack to be as useful as possible. Okay, they split their damage. That's a great start. The leech really helps, and he's dead. He is way overkilled. Pretty sure he's gonna die. Okay, I get 3 cards. And I have 3 spears. So I'm just gonna poke the shit out of her. They'll kill her before she gets to act. And then send out the rest of my warriors. Oh, shit, I should have sent him out first. That was dumb. I finally get my dwarf and then I don't even utilize him correctly. Screw that. He's going first, damn it. Do your thing.
You slay the giants.
I'm received the achievement Dragon Slayer, even though I just fought giants. I'm gonna check what that achievement is real quick. Dragon Slayer. Win 55 skull challenges. Okay. She's bleeding out, but I think she's fine. This guy, I think, is fucked. You would think that beating giants would give me better gear than this. But the diamond and the dragon leather is at least nice. Okay. Yeah, she's guaranteed to survive. He, on the other hand, oh dear God. 48 wounds divided by max life of 21 is a 229% chance of dying. So we subtract his survival rate of 70, then double our best medic, so minus another 32, and then subtract our second best at a 1-to-1 ratio, minus 6. He has a 121% chance of dying. Goodbye, Trezor. It was nice knowing you. The only chance, and it's not going to happen, is if I made it here. Because the herbalist can heal all wounds in one go. But I only have 3 movement, which gets me halfway there. And I'm pretty sure I don't have... I have 5 types of food, which would get me 1 additional movement point, which would get me here. Wah, wah, wah. I mean, I'll make camp just in case, but as long as the math that as I understand it from the developers is correct, I have 0% chance of him surviving.
Wounds don't always have a chance to heal, and so death can claim its prize.
Dead villagers is now at 5. Goodbye, Trezor. You were useful for quite a while. Alright, we need to resupply a new person. I'm guessing he was a gatherer. Oh man. That did not go quite as planned.
The sun is particularly strong today, and without any cover, your party is feeling the effects. After all, people are not used to this much sunshine anymore.
So here's the sunstroke event I kept talking about. It's very rare, but this is why you want to carry a bundle of herbs on you, just in case.
You use up much of your water supply and herbs cover your heads. This makes all the difference, but you still need to test your endurance to keep walking.
It basically changes it from a 3-skull physical challenge to a 2-skull, which I can then auto-resolve.
Burns your skin, you feel weakened, and you dream of the night sky for the first time. But you have made it into a shaded area and you begin to recover. And better yet, your strongest people feel a surge of stamina upon them.
And we temporarily gain more health on these two. So, let's go to the village. Let's drop off our miscellaneous supplies. And then, who can we poach? Who's the weakest gatherer, I suppose? 7? Yeah, we'll take Juzka. And then... Juzka, you are pretty good at magic challenges because of the gear you have. That's way too heavy for you. I think that's all you're going to be able to equip. Yep. It's a start though. So let's drop all this miscellaneous stuff off. We'll keep that armor. We're going to grab the stuff that we've crafted and see who can be outfitted with what. Ooh, an 8 magic shield. Fuck yeah. We also need to resupply while I'm thinking about it. And we need one of those. So let's grab more vegetables. Alright, who can have what? $19 and $7. You're not strong enough to equip heavy armor, sadly. Because I would totally throw that on you. Actually, 99. Yeah, it's still too heavy. You had the decent one. He had the bad quality one. Upgrade. And you have a decent two-handed sword. You have hammer, a magic two-handed sword. You had the poison and leech sword, which I think technically makes it better than the one we have right now. Let's see. 9 base 14 max 18 versus base 17 max 23. So no, this is actually better, just barely though. Juzka, you get the truly magic shield. Major upgrade for our elf. Damn. 22 extra damage, hell yeah. And your shield as well. We no longer need the will so much. Guess find weakness. And you're strong enough now. Let's go ahead and bump you up to some massively heavy armor. And finally our dwarf. You really deserve mithril armor. I am not being true to your heritage, sir, and I apologize for that. You at least have our badass axe, which makes me happy. Time for bed? Alright, Coach Sec, have a good night. Hope you have a good day tomorrow as well, and I will catch you later. I think I'll be calling it a night soon too myself. Alright, let's drop off all this extra gear that we're not making use of. Oh, not the dwarf. Give me that back. God. Stop jumping. There we go. Oh, we have another giant's cave very close to our village.
You are ambushed by a shadow giant and his minions.
Fuck.
You feel a gust of cold air as they approach, and you know they are filled with the darkness. The giant whispers, his voice ringing in your ears like an ice pick.
Give me your souls.
No, damn it. I just lost somebody. We are gonna fight and probably get our asses whooped. This is only 5 versus the 6 giants we just fought. We get to go first, huh? Well, conveniently, I finally get my badass dwarf to begin with. And he's gonna be all badass like. Oh yeah, we got this. He kills that one. He is 2 damage shy of killing that one, which is okay. We're just gonna go ahead and poke it. Now he kills it, and he has some carryover damage to the next one. So then we'll send her out. Ooh, she's still wounded. And now confused. Yeah, none of our tactics are gonna work. We're gonna go ahead and support her once, twice. And for this one, we're just gonna poke the bejesus out of it. You're dead. Okay, so we don't need to fear the shadow event.
Defeat the shadow giant and its minions of darkness.
1 mithril, that's very useful. The moonstone is, though.
A shade
Hey!
your power and stays with you.
We got a shade to join us. Now we are over encumbered with party members. Let's take a look at this shade. 51 life is pretty good. 26 damage, not bad. With some poison. So base 35, max 44. Not bad, not bad. Amazing at speech challenges. Holy crap. Good folklore. But can't really equip gear. You are going to help protect my village. So we're going to make an expedition out of you. And you are going to go back to the village. Nice. In fact, we might have some jewelry for you. A ring for 1 armor. And that's it. Hope you're happy. Let's take a look at the Misfits. How are they doing? They are nearly over encumbered and they have 300 moonstones. So this is a good time to break camp and head home. And in fact, I think this is a good spot to stop for the night. I have some celebrating to do with the missus. Her book is published and she is getting a publication released in the newspapers, so this is very exciting times. If you are interested in it, I have links down in my description. Also on my YouTube page, go ahead and check it out. It is a book of poetry. If you are into that sort of thing or you know someone who is, please go ahead and share it. I appreciate it very much. Every little bit helps me and my family out greatly. So until next time, this was the Mordred playing Thea the Awakening by Muha Games. And until then, game on, friends.